Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today, and this week sees the release of the adventure comedy sequel Jumanji: The Next Level hitting store shelves, along with the horror remake Black Christmas, the dramatic biopic Richard Jewell, and Scream Factory is releasing Volume 4 of their Universal horror set, plus much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. Alright everybody, we are in at Walmart with this display for Jumanji: The Next Level. Look at that. Nice. Look at that display. That is a great display. Look at that sucker. Nice. Nice. This is a really nice display, and we haven't seen something like this in a while. Of course, you look at the side here. Not bad. Very nice display, man. Not bad at all. And some pretty good selection over here, man. Bad. We got the Blu-ray DVD digital of Jumanji: The Next Level for $22.96. We have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $27.96, and the DVD digital over here for $17.96. Now, what's actually really great about this is, so the DVD digital here has the same artwork as the Blu-ray DVD digital, so nothing really new there. But the 4K here actually has some really cool artwork here. That's not bad, man. I actually like both artworks. I think they're really cool. I kind of like this one a little bit better, though. This is actually not bad, man. I really like this one quite a bit. That's not bad, man, for the 4K. Very nice, dude. Not bad at all. Now, I did see this movie in the theaters with my friend Nick. We actually did do a movie review for this. Unfortunately, it was kind of unfinished at that point, and so we never got it out there in time. We've kind of finished it since, actually, but we just didn't get on the channel in time. If you guys still want us to put that review up, definitely let us know. We definitely will put the review up if you guys are interested to still check it out. I know the movie's now hitting Blu-ray and DVD, but the review's kind of cool, so definitely let us know about that one. But, you know, I was definitely anticipating watching this movie. I really honestly was. And the reason why I was anticipating it was, of course, I really love that previous movie. I really enjoyed Welcome to the Jungle. I thought it was a fantastic reinvention of Jumanji. I thought I was so worried because I really love that first Jumanji with Robin Williams so much. It's such a great classic adventure movie, and I thought, oh god, they're really gonna screw this up, dude. They're gonna take such a classic and just ruin it with this sequel that doesn't really need to happen. And thankfully, that movie was really phenomenal. So I think a lot of people were really anticipating this movie and really wanted to see how it was gonna be. And you know, to be honest with you, does this movie deliver where Welcome to the Jungle delivered? I'm not quite sure, guys. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was decent. But the problem I have with the movie is that, to me, it is a pale comparison to Welcome to the Jungle. Maybe it was different expectations put on it, but for me, I don't think the movie is as funny or as interesting as Welcome to the Jungle. I don't think the characters are as interesting or as unique. I think the gameplay in it, I think, is much better in Welcome to the Jungle than it is on The Next Level. I don't really think that the adventure aspect is as good as Welcome to the Jungle is. I think the story's better. I think the characters are better. I think the action is better. I think a lot of things are just generally better in Welcome to the Jungle than they are The Next Level. That's not saying this is a bad movie. I think it's actually a really good movie, to be honest with you. I really honestly do. But I think it's a lesser movie than Welcome to the Jungle is. I really honestly do. That's just my honest opinion, guys. That's just what I think. I mean, definitely let me know what you think about it. Like I said, I still think it's a solid adventure movie. I think it's still a definitely solid movie worth checking out. But I honestly think the problem I honestly think the problem with the movie is just that I think the expectations maybe raised it a little bit higher than honestly it should be, and maybe it didn't quite deliver as what it needed to. So it's still good, but is it as good as Welcome to the Jungle? In my opinion, no. I think the more times you do the Jumanji stuff, I think the less effective it is. The third time around is not as special as the first or second time, but it's still good. And I still think it's worth it just for the chemistry between all these people, The Rock and Jack Black and Karen Gillan. I think all of them honestly do a really fantastic job here still, so they're all really still effective and really wonderful. But there's something special about that last movie that really just made it really interesting. And I think you just didn't know what you were going to expect. Here you kind of knew what you were going in. You had the previous movie, Welcome to the Jungle, and I think it didn't quite deliver the way it should. That's just my opinion. Again, definitely let me know what you guys think. It's still a really good movie, but not as good as I wanted it to be, honestly. But definitely let me know what you think, and let me know if you actually want us to put up our review of the next level. Definitely let me know. And actually, really great display here. And I also wanted to say one thing. This display also says not on Netflix or Disney Plus. Now, if you remember, when we used to see these displays before, it only said not on Netflix. Now they're putting not on Netflix or Disney Plus. So they're now including Disney Plus here to kind of be like, hey, it's not on either of those streaming services. It's on the actual, like, physical disc, so you can get it before you ever see it on any of these ones. So they're trying to anticipate, the Disney Plus crowd now even more than the Netflix crowd. Very interesting. Just wanted to point that out to you guys. But actually, really great display here. Walmart did an awesome job here. This display looks absolutely gorgeous, man. Really awesome by far, dude. Not bad here. Let's see what else they got. And now we're over in this section, guys, and yeah. Well, at least they had Jumanji the Next Level, right? Yeah, exactly. So, over here, they did not stock any of the Jumanji stuff over here. They did not do that. They also, by the way, had some places for Superman Red Sun, which is not over here as well. That came out this week. Also, no Black Christmas, no Richard Jewell as well. That came out this week also. But they do have the stuff from last week. Of course, they're a week behind pretty much. Like I said, they have Spies in Disguise. They have Uncut Gems over here. They also have Charlie's Angels. So they have stuff from last week. I have a feeling, and it's just my own sort of thought here, I have a feeling that maybe they have a late truck a lot of times. Now, that might be discounted a little bit considering that we did see the Jumanji The Next Level display, and they do have stock of that. So why didn't they get stock of the other new releases? It's tough to say, man. I know that right now movies are not the highest priority in the world, but I would have liked to have seen a little bit of stock. A little bit, man. I would have liked to see it, but it happens. But at least we got to see something, right? Something's better than nothing. Well, alright. Well, guess that does it for this Walmart. Let's head out. Well, it's an improvement. Maybe not that much of an improvement, but it's an improvement, right? Right? Oh boy. Well, yeah, we didn't get pretty much everything else that came out this week, but we did get a little bit of Jumanji The Next Levels and the cool display, which is not half bad. No exclusives, but we've kind of been seeing that Walmart doesn't really do exclusives all that much. Very rarely do they do it. Very rarely, guys. But, I mean, honestly, man, it would have been nice to see some of the new releases, but as I said, they're pretty much like a week behind, man. Whether it's a late truck or whether the third-party vendor is late coming here, there's a lot of reasons, man. But like I said, with this sort of coronavirus thing that's going on, guys, movies and physical media is not really a high priority, man. It really honestly isn't. And trust me, at the end of the video, I'll definitely go into more about the coronavirus stuff, and I'll go into more of that whole stuff that's going on with the movies and how this all is going to be affected. So I'll definitely go into that later on in the video, but In the meantime, well, one thing's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, at least we saw something here, so it wasn't a total bust. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's head to the second location and see what we can find. All right, everybody, we are at our second location, Target. And, you know, going over to Walmart, man, it was a really sobering moment. And I'm not going to lie, because, you know, usually Walmart is pretty busy, right? And it was dead. Dude, it was dead. I mean, nobody is barely around shopping. The employees look bored as shit. I mean, this is a real thing, man. It's really going down, dude, honestly. And, you know, I just think right now, you know, see, usually I'm not going to defend Walmart, usually, because, you know, usually I get after them on, you know, not putting the releases out. But, you know, as a couple of you guys have said in the comments, you know, in the past few weeks, this is just not the time for movies, dude. Honestly, I hate to say it, but it really is the truth. I mean, I love talking movies. This is a movie channel. I love movies, but, you know, seeing that at Walmart was just a really sobering, honest moment for me. And so I'm not going to get on Walmart like I usually do about them not stocking the movies this time around, just because we're just in a world of unpredictability right now. And to say that movies have a huge priority over what's going on, it would be the wrong thing to do. So I'm not going to do that. But at least they had Jumanji The Next Level out, which is a good thing. I was thinking they wouldn't have anything out, so that was a plus, at least for them on this week, for sure, man. But that being said, you know, where does Target go? I mean, I think Target is going to have all the movies out. I honestly do. You know, I said before, it's not really about movies right now, but at the same time, you still want people to shop. If they want a movie, you want them to grab the movie. You want them to have the choice if it's there or not to you know, give them it. And, you know, honestly, Target has been really great this year. They've surprised me. You know, a lot of people have gotten on Target over the years about, oh, Target's crap, this and that. And I've heard it from you guys. Trust me. I've seen comments. I've heard it. But you got to give Target their due, especially so far in 2020, that they've really went out of their way to put out the media and really, you know, give the people the variety and the options and the cool exclusives as well. So big ups to Target. I think we're going to see all that stuff, maybe even an exclusive this week. Maybe, just possibly. You never know. This might be a week for some exclusives. We'll see if Target has any. And hopefully the variety. Let's head in. Check it out. All right, everybody. We are in at Target with this small display here for Jumanji The Next Level. Very nice. Look at that. I love them where they're on the ropes. Freaking out. Love it here. And not bad stock over here. You got the 4K Blu-ray, DVD, and of course, oh, they got the Jumanji game. Play it if you dare. Nice, very nice. The first thing I'm seeing is they have the DVD digital right here of Jumanji The Next Level for $17.99. They do have this 2-movie collection, Blu-ray and digital, of The Next Level and Welcome to the Jungle for $29.99. They do have that right here as well. They also have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital for $22.99. And they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $27.99. So they do have this here as well. Now, you know, all the recipe was there for another really great outing of the movie. You had everybody back here, even the side players, all of them came back. You had Danny Glover here too. You had Danny DeVito, which was really cool to see them here. You also had Jake Kasdan coming back as director. Now, Jake Kasdan is a very interesting director. Now, his father is Lawrence Kasdan. Of course, people remember him. He helped write some of the Star Wars movies, and he's been a very influential director and writer over the years. And Jake Kasdan's done a lot of interesting work. He did Sex Tape and Bad Teacher, which are okay movies. He did Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, which it's one of those sort of like spoof movies. It's all right. I like it. I don't love it. He also did one that I really think is underrated, which I think is actually really cool, is Orange County, with Jack Black and Colin Hanks, and that's a really cool sort of OC comedy. And I remember watching it years and years ago, man, and really enjoyed that movie, dude. Haven't watched it in years, though, but I remember really enjoying it quite a bit. And that's one, I think, in his catalog that people definitely have to watch, because that's a really awesome movie, man, by far, dude. But there is a lot of recipe for success here, by far, and I think the movie succeeds in a lot of areas. But like I said, I don't know whether the expectations were different this time around compared to Welcome to the Jungle. It might have been, as I said before. I think when you look at movies that, sort of follow a really successful movie that really followed another movie but didn't come out for years and years and years, that movie has an expectation that this movie has a different set of expectations. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at something like, if I had to compare it, I look at something like a Clerks 2, right? Because when the first Clerks came out in like the mid-90s, that was a really very, very influential movie for the time. And then many, many, many years later, I believe around 2005, they did Clerks 2. And everyone was like, oh my God, it's so long. It's not gonna be a good movie. They're gonna screw this up. They're gonna ruin Clerks. And then it came out and it was really very good. And you're realizing, like, oh my God, like Kevin Smith grew as a filmmaker, and the story grew and the characters grew, and it was a very fascinating, interesting movie. And now I hear, like, now they're wanting to make Clerks 3, like a few years, obviously now actually more, after Clerks 2. But why? Why continue it? Why do you need to continue the story? Clerks 2 ended it in such a fantastic way, and that's what I kind of felt like with Welcome to the Jungle. Like, after Welcome to the Jungle, I thought, wow, they did the impossible. Why chance fate again? And I think the reason why was because this movie made a lot of money. I think the movie ended up, like, becoming a huge hit, and I think the studio really felt like, we're not going to leave money on the table. I think that's what it came down to. It was not leaving any money on the table, and if we have money to make, god damn it, we're gonna make it. It's a money decision, I think, more than it is ever a creative decision, or at least that's what I honestly think. I will admit, though, that honestly, it was refreshing to see the characters again here. It really honestly was, and I still think everyone does a great job. And what's unique about this film is that they definitely do have different personalities compared to the last film. They, the people go into different bodies, and there's a lot of body swapping, and you have more of a range for people like The Rock and Kevin Hart to sort of do things that they weren't able to do in Welcome to the Jungle. But for me, I think once the movie sort of settled down with them sort of getting back into their, original sort of characters that the teenagers were playing, I think that's when I think the movie really started to sort of gel for me. When they were doing the body hopping and a lot of this sort of awkward comedy stuff at first, it didn't quite gel for me, but it got better as the movie went on. But like I said, it just didn't quite hit me the way Welcome to the Jungle did. That being said, I do think here, if I had to give an MVP for any of these actors that did the best job in the movie, I have to say the MVP for me, I think probably has to be Karen Gillan. I think Karen Gillan did an amazing job yet again. I think she was very underrated in that first film. A lot of people talked more about The Rock, or they talked about Kevin Hart, especially Jack Black, but Karen Gillan, not so much. I think she definitely was more the superstar this time around. And I'd also say The Rock. The Rock did some really cool stuff this time around as well. It's great to see the gang back together, but is a third time too much? You know what I'm saying? Is a third time one too many times? Should they have just stopped at Welcome to the Jungle and had left it be and realized the amazing accomplishment that they did, or was it worth revisiting this another time? Definitely let me know, guys. It's kind of a tough thing to say exactly. Sometimes when you go back to the well a third time, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Where did this one go? Definitely let me know about that, guys, for sure. Shocked that there's actually no exclusives for the next level here. I thought there would be, but no, just the standard 4K, Blu-ray, DVD. Yeah, nothing really out of here as far as exclusives, but I thought we might, but surprise, surprise, I guess not, man. And if you do play the Jumanji game, make sure you're very, very careful, all right? We already have the coronavirus. I really don't want any other weird shit happening. Just saying, guys. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. All right, well, let's see what else Target's got. All right, we are over on this area of Target, and look, some movies to talk about. Very nice, man. And the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray digital of Richard Jewell for $19.99, the DVD digital for $17.99. Now, I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime. I missed it in the theater. I really wanted to watch it in the theater, but it was one of those times when, we just missed it, unfortunately. And I really had never heard of the true story of Richard Jewell, the bombing. I knew obviously that it happened, but at that point, during that point in the 90s, I was like a young teenager at that point. I wasn't paying attention to the news or the world at that point. So things like Richard Jewell, this story of him, really sort of passed me by. But watching the movie, it was such an incredibly powerful movie, dude. Just a very interesting film about this guy who respects law enforcement, and he respects, these people, the government, and he's a security guard, and he finds this mysterious package, and he says, okay, we got to take care of this, and it ends up being this sort of big like pipe bomb, and then what ends up happening is everyone blames him. Like, they end up blaming this guy for sounding the whistle on this package, and thinks that, because he came out unscathed and unharmed, that he must have been the one to end up hiding it and setting it off, and that he's the villain instead of the hero. And it's just crazy what happens to this guy, man. And all the while, he kind of is just taking it in stride. It hasn't really hit him how bad it is, and everyone's around him is just being incredibly emotionally affected by this, and he's just trying to still act calm and be respectful of these people that are trying to take him down, that it wasn't even his fault. He was just trying to do the right thing. And it's just a really fascinating movie. It's a really fascinating sort of true life story that I had never heard of, and I definitely wanted to give it a chance. I think it's shot really well. I think that the performances here are amazing. Sam Rockwell, Kathy Bates, John Hamm, Olivia Wilde, Paul Walter Hauser. Everybody does such a fantastic job in the acting department. I can see why Kathy Bates got an Oscar nomination for it. She definitely deserved it. It's a powerful movie. It's an entertaining movie as well. It's a movie that's over 2+ hours long, so there's a part of me that kind of worried that the movie was going to be a little dull, but it was anything but, dude. It was really riveting. It was really amazing. Honestly, if you're into biopics, if you're into these sort of true life stories, this is one you definitely got to check out, guys. Honestly, you really do. It's really phenomenal and really worth it to give a look to. Honestly, it really is, man. It truly is. It is a must watch, and it is a powerful film by far, so it is worth definitely giving a look to, really, man. Honestly, really great one. Then over here, I'm seeing they have the Ultra 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital of Superman Red Son for $24.99. They have the Blu-ray DVD digital for $17.99. And yes, we do have an exclusive, and that is an only at Target collectible Steelbook for $19.99. Now, it's kind of interesting because, you know, we've seen a lot of times with these sort of DC animated movies that Target does these sort of exclusive Steelbooks for the movie, and it's kind of nice that Target does these steelbooks for these animated ones. I don't know if people really like go out of their way to want to find these ones, but if you do, it's actually a really cool steelbook. It's the same cover as the other one, so it's not really anything different exactly, but hey, man, it is a steelbook, and steelbooks are very popular. So if you guys want to get up on the steelbook, Target definitely has them. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Now, I got a chance to watch this one on Amazon Prime, and as I've told you guys previously, I'm starting to get into the DC animated movies more. I've been watching some of the newer released ones that have been coming out, and I was curious about this one. I really was. Being a fan of Superman as much as I was back in the day, I really love this whole sort of what if story of what if Superman was found and raised in Russia, and sort of the Soviet Union, and sort of the whole sort of Cold War communism angle, and how Superman would sort of be portrayed in this world, being from Russia in the times. And so what a great goddamn movie Superman Red Son is. Honestly, Superman Red Son's great. I love this movie, dude. I think this is great. I love these sort of what if Elseworld sort of tales of just what it would be like if it was if sort of the shoe was on the other foot, if Superman, you know, was not, you know, dropped off where he was, and he ended up being, you know, in like this whole like Soviet spy world. It's so really fascinating, dude. I love the animation here. I think the animation is absolutely fantastic. I love sort of the Superman character here, and how the character is so changed from the location that he was grown up in, and sort of the political world that he was playing with Stalin, and how other characters sort of come in here. And it's so fascinating to see how the world would change in the superhero world through the eyes of these heroes that also turn into villains at times, whether it's Wonder Woman, whether it's Batman, Brainiac, Lex Luthor. Just the differences here. I love this stuff. I always love these what if tales, dude. I always think these what if tales are extremely fascinating, and this one definitely honestly delivered in a big bad way. It honestly did, man. I really love this one quite a bit. I was not sure how it was going to be, because for me, I sort of look at Superman as sort of this American icon, and seeing him in Russia was just going to be like, what? Really? Like he's gonna be like Russia, the Soviets. Like I was just gonna be like, huh? But it was so fascinating, dude. And honestly, this has got to be so far, I think, my favorite so far of what I've seen of all of the animated DC stuff. It was really fantastic, dude. This is a high recommendation for me by far. This was great. And I loved every second of it, dude. I honestly did. So for me, guys, this is a high recommend. If you love DC animated stuff, I can't recommend this enough. This was great. It was really freaking awesome. Yeah, dude, I really like that one a lot, man. It was really great. God, definitely worth checking out, man. And then over here I'm seeing, oh God, they have the Blu-ray DVD digital of the Black Christmas remake for $22.99. God, I knew I would have to talk about this one. Oh God. Okay, guys, so I ended up doing a movie review on this Black Christmas remake. Just me, myself, and I ended up doing a review on it for the channel. Definitely give a look to the review. It's on the movie review playlist. I'll put a link down below in the descriptions if you guys want to hear my full and complete ranting about this movie. Yes, it's a rant by far. Dude, that first Black Christmas in the 70s was so fantastic, dude. I mean, you have to remember, it came out before Halloween. And Halloween, a lot of people credit Halloween for sort of the slasher, inventing the slasher craze. I think it was a lot of times Black Christmas as well. I really do, man. And I still really love that movie to this day. Getting to know the characters and how creepy Billy was and the phone calls, and it was so effective, man. Even showing it to friends, and they sort of listen to the phone calls and they're like, "Oh my God, this really sort of sends chills up and down your spine," and it really does, dude. And then they did that sort of 2006 remake, which honestly, I'm not a fan of that 2006 movie. It's not a terrible film by any means, but I kind of felt that it was a pale imitation to the original. But it still has some good points to it. They kind of dive into the backstory with Billy and the sister, and I like sort of the sorority stuff, and some of the kills are really cool. So, I mean, I did like that for what it tried to accomplish. And then I thought, okay, that's it. They remade Black Christmas. You don't really need to remake it yet again. And then I heard the whole thing with Blumhouse and how they acquired the rights and they were going to make another Black Christmas. And I'm like, what? Like, why? Why are we doing this? And I just ended up really just feeling like, oh God, we're going down a really shitty rabbit hole that we don't need to go down. And I hate to admit it, but it is true. It really honestly is, guys. No lie. Black Christmas is really bad, dude. It is, I wanted this to be good. I really did. I went into the theater with some kind of hope, I would dare say, but this thing is a shit show from top to bottom. The acting is really not effective. You don't get to know the characters at all. All of the males in this movie are either complete and utter scumbags, the villains, or complete and utterly stupid and incompetent. Uh, it's a movie that wants to man hate on men just for the sake of hating on men. I like powerful females in horror. I like powerful females a lot. You guys know that about me. And there's a lot of really great, powerful women in the horror genre. The whole Survivor Girl aspect. The Survivor Girl aspect is about powerful women and overcoming the bad guys. This just felt like they were trying to push an agenda and just shove it down your throat, and it didn't really work. The kills are lame as hell. This is PG-13 garbage. This thing is an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to horror remakes. It's an embarrassment to, like, the other two Black Christmas films. That's what it's also an embarrassment to. Ooh, man. God, guys, I wish I could be nice to this movie. I wish I could, but this thing just pisses all over horror remakes. Not in a good way. Like, like, there's a lot of really good horror remakes out there, and I thought we were getting past this trend, but we're not. We're now going back to this bad PG-13 horror garbage, and it really sucks, dude. So for me, this movie really is god-awful. It's terrible. I left the theater having a bad taste in my mouth, and I had to watch the original Black Christmas to get that taste out of my mouth for sure. I just don't understand the reason why you had to make this, dude. I still don't get it, dude. Like I said, the women are ineffective here. The whole, like, man-hating garbage is just really just... You can have strong female characters and you don't have to say that every man is either a scumbag or completely incompetent. You don't have to do that. The kills are lame. The horror aspect of it, it's a lot of, like, jump scares and loud noises and the whole, like, idea behind the bad guys and the whole idea of this sort of ritual and this black goo, like, apparently that's from the fucking X-Files. Like, God damn it, dude. This thing is crap. It's bunch of horse crap. It really is terrible, dude. Go watch the review, because I ranted even more than I'm ranting now, man. This movie deserves all the rant and all the hate that it gets by far. If you guys like it, fair enough. I'm not gonna hate on you, but man, this was a real turd, and I really did not like this one at all. Just saying. Something I would definitely not recommend. Stay away from this one by far. Watch the original 1970s Black Christmas. That definitely needs more love. Not this. Definitely. Whew. Not good at all, man. But actually not bad variety this week by far. You got the Black Christmas. You got Red Son, which is a really great movie. Definitely check that out. Richard Jewell, and of course, Jumanji, The Next Level. Not bad at all, guys, this week. Not bad at all for Target. All right. Let's head out. Not half bad this week at Target, guys. Not half bad at all, man. You have all of the new releases this week. The variety, the selection. We got that great Steelbook for Red Son, so we at least saw one exclusive this week. Not bad here, man. I mean, like I said, it's a really plentiful week for releases. A lot of stuff to show off and talk about. And usually, like I said, when there's a really big release week, Target definitely benefits in a big bad way. They definitely go out and basically put out all the stock and the major releases and definitely go big, and they definitely did this week for sure, guys. And it was kind of interesting because I was talking to one of the guys here at Target, and he was talking to me about obviously the movie industry and everything and how people are really staying home. And he's like, well, good news is that there's stuff coming out still for people to definitely enjoy. You know, even though movie theaters have closed, the good thing is that there is definitely physical media releases to definitely dive into. So if you're staying at home, you have some stuff new to check out for sure. Theaters might not be open, but physical media is definitely flowing for sure. Still, thank the Lord, man. Not half bad here, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's head to the third location and see what we can find. I did say the third location, right? Yeah, I did. But you know what, guys? I decided to take a little detour yet again, and I figured, well, you know, yes, going to one Walmart is good, but, you know, how about we try our hand at two Walmarts? Why don't we? Exactly, guys. I want to see all the titles that I didn't see at the first Walmart, and hopefully some really cool other titles that may have come out, other like indie releases that might have shown up, and some surprises as well. You never know. So might as well give this second Walmart a chance. So let's go in, see what we can find. All right, we are in at this Walmart, guys, and I am seeing they do have the 4K Ultra HD of Superman Red Son for $24.96, the Blu-ray DVD digital for $17.96, and they do have the DVD of Superman Red Son, which is actually only a Walmart exclusive, so you can only find the DVD at Walmart, just so you guys know. So for all you DVD lovers, they do have this here. They also have the Blu-ray digital of Richard Jewell for $19.96. The DVD here for $17.96 over here. They do have that. And over here as well, I did see that they do have the Blu-ray DVD digital of Black Christmas Remake for $19.96 and the DVD. But I would wipe my ass with this slipcover. I would rather wipe my ass with it and get paper cuts rather than actually watching the movie again, by far, guys. Oh, man. So they do have that here, and some interesting stuff indeed. So they do have all of that, guys. Not bad so far. And then over here, guys, a lot of like cool indie titles that came out this week I'm seeing. They got Uncaged for $9.96 on the loose. And he's hungry. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Look at that. It's a nice cover, dude. I like that. Police are in the background like, I don't want to fuck with this goddamn thing. Fuck that. For your safety, stay indoors. Isn't that what people are doing already? After finding gruesomely slaughtered farmers' families. Oh, look at that. Nice. Look at that lion, dude. That lion is one pissed off fucker. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, it's like dripping rabies or something. It's like ready to kill. Ooh, nice. This looks really cool, man. Very, very gruesome. Ooh, nice. Look at probably some cool kills. Nice, man. There are some really cool like killer animal type of movies, man. Like one immediately jumps to mind is something like Cujo, man. Oh, dude, this looks really interesting. I don't know if there's many like movies about like killer lions though. Like I've seen killer bears and killer sharks and like killer ants for Christ's sake, but I like not many I don't think about actual like killer lions, or very few. Nice, not bad. Definitely let me know what you guys think of Uncaged. Then they have over here, they have 47 Hours to Live. Look at that cover. That's interesting. Pass on the curse within 47 hours or die. Nice. Look at that. They better plug in their phone because the battery's about to die, man. I mean, just saying. Oh, and they have a message too. 47 hours to live. Interesting. Okay. What is this about? How far would you go to stay alive? During a sleepover, bored high school outcast Rose and Cadence turned to the internet to fix scary stories. Oh, Jesus. Really? God, stupid fucking teenagers. When the hell are they ever gonna fucking learn, man? Oh, God. Yes, because why not, play a game where you have to chant summons for an evil spirit and then die? Of course. It's all the rage these days. I mean, I guess when you have nothing to do and you're sitting at home from the coronavirus, might as well, increase your chances of death. What? Give me a break, man. Oh, God, what stupidity, dude. Like I said, dude, the more older I get, the more I'm realizing that, some of these teenagers, man, are really, really big old idiots. Oh, God, man, when are we gonna learn? Give me a break, dude. These teenagers deserve to die. I mean, really, they deserve to die. Nobody better live at the end of this motherfucker. Nobody better. Or I call foul on this, man. These teenagers deserve to get killed. Ugh. Sick of these stupid teenagers. They should know better. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Abigail. Oh, look at this. Discover your hidden power. Very interesting cover. It kind of looks very steampunkish. Nice. When townspeople start dying from a mysterious illness, that's what we're dealing with now. Abigail, the town closes itself off from the outside world and takes away everyone infected with disease. Oh, this might become a true story. But in your discovery, there is on a magical steampunk. Oh, so it is pretty much a steampunk adventure. That's interesting. Abigail, nice. A little steampunk sort of mysterious magical adventure. Not bad. I dated a chick once that her brother was like big into steampunk, and I remember us going to the movie theaters watching a movie. I forget even what the movie was at this point. And like at the end of the movie, he was like, well, that wasn't steampunk enough. It needs to be more steampunk. And I'm like, huh? I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like really, dude? Like, I don't know much about steampunk, to be truthfully honest with you guys. I mean, it seems really cool, but it's kind of like, what exactly constitutes steampunk, though? I mean, definitely let me know, guys. It does look actually kind of cool, regardless. Interesting. Definitely let me know what you guys think of Abigail. Then they got, ooh, look at that. They got the DVD of Bone Breaker. Nice. Don't go down to the woods. Not bad cover. Not bad cover at all. There's only one goal, and that's to survive. Welcome to the land of the Bone Breaker. Great. Secluded location in the countryside promises to be the perfect spot for a fitness video shoot? Why can't you just film that at your home, dude? Why do you have to go to a weird, like, secluded countryside to film a fitness video? Like, what? Just put down a yoga mat and call it a day. What the fuck? Running late for filming. Ooh, a sinister maniac is out to kill people. Can anyone survive the Bone Breaker? Oh, very fascinating. I don't know, man. Some of these people deserve to die. The same thing with like 47 hours to live, dude. Like, these motherfuckers deserve to die. You're in a secluded countryside doing a fitness video. Why? What the fuck's the purpose of that? It makes no goddamn sense. Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, I like a good sort of like sinister maniac going and killing people, but not sure about this one, man. It looks interestingly enough, and I like the whole thing with the Bone Breaker. Like, he's got to be one badass motherfucker, man, to call himself the Bone Breaker. He definitely has to be. If he's not, then this is seriously garbage. If he's not as badass with a name like Bone Breaker, dude. Definitely let me know what you think of that one. Then they also have Don't Speak. Whoa, look at that. Look at that weird monster on the roof. Whoa, look at that. Snarling creature. Interesting. It wasn't supposed to escape. Oh, interesting. Don't think. It will never stop killing. Look at that. Look at that sort of monster with that dripping goo. Nice. You know what, man? I actually heard that sort of methicil goo that, you know, like in the Alien series that the alien kind of like drips from and everything, and a lot of monsters do in movies, that's actually stuff that they put in McDonald's shakes. That's some bad shit, dude. I wouldn't ingest that shit. Rita takes her family to visit her dying father who lives out in the county. Has vanished. Oh, interesting. That could be cool. A cool sort of like monster on the loose attacking people, survival type of movie. Yeah, not bad, man. That could be really cool. And if the creature looks half as good as that might be worth it, dude. It's probably very low budget, to be honest, but if they pull off the monster, it could be really cool, man. Don't let me know what you think of Don't Speak. Then they also have the Blu-ray digital of Death of an Author and the DVD as well over here. They have this with Ben Kingsley. Nice. Man, Ben Kingsley's been doing a lot of these sort of straight to DVD and Blu-ray stuff, man. Lies, murder, seduction. Interesting. I like the cover. The cover's cool. From international best-selling author. Named David plots the seemingly accidental murder of his wife. Her body's never recovered. He's convinced that she's still alive. Meanwhile, while translating the final novel by a writer who's also died mysteriously, David finds himself attracted to the man's sultry widow. Boy, this guy's got a lot of problems, man. Shit. Jeez. Interesting synopsis. It kind of looks cool. Sort of like an author, you know, who's dealing with death and lies and sex and murder and trying to realize what's truth and what's fiction, and it kind of interesting, man. I don't know. Sort of Ben Kingsley always sort of takes these sort of straight to DVD Blu-ray movies, kind of makes them more watchable. He's just that good of an actor. Could be cool. Let me know what you think of Death of an Author. Interesting. Then I'm also seeing here they have a limited edition DVD of Penance. He Made Them Pay for Their Sins with Tony Todd, Michael Rooker. Nice. Kind of an odd cover though. Something seems off about it. I don't know whether it's the heads or something. Kind of looks a little weird though. Well, look at Tony Todd, man. Tony Todd, he looks like very cross-eyed. Like they made him like look like this weird cross-eyed dude. Like in the picture, that's weird. A young mother decides to become a stripper to earn some fast cash, only to find the worst nightmare about to begin. And she falls in the hands of a religious fanatic intent on changing her evil ways. Well, that's interesting. Usually it's the other way around. Like we're getting the religious people to become strippers. Okay. Penance. I'm kind of curious about this one. Like I like Tony Todd. I like Rooker. It kind of looks really low budget and kind of cheap though. But the synopsis looks cool, man. Definitely something I would be interested in checking out. This weird cross-eyed Tony Todd. And a bunch of strippers that are gonna find Jesus. Oh, fantastic. And a limited edition too. Never heard of this one. If you have, let me know. Penance. Then I'm also seeing here they have A Good Kill as well. Based on actual events, it takes a hero to make the right call. A Good Kill. Not bad cover. In the confused melee that follows a roadside bomb attack on their convoy in Afghanistan, opens the suspect Afghan only to find this killing. Oh, sort of a war movie, survival type of thing. We've seen a lot of these movies before. I mean, it kind of looks cool, kind of interesting, sort of a good kill. I don't know, man. Kind of looks kind of generic though. I've seen a lot of these sort of generic war movies out there. This kind of, it could be good, but it could be one of the generic ones as well. I'm not sure about this one. Definitely let me know what you think. But what I do know, guys, is that what's interesting about all of these indie titles that we see all of the time is that a lot of them have really interesting sort of artwork on it, but sometimes the movies are always shit. But I love coming in here, dude, and checking out the weird indie titles because they're so odd, dude, and Walmart is the only one that carries this kind of weird stuff, dude. I don't know, it just fascinates me to no end, seeing all the weird indie horror B-movie ridiculous cheese here at Walmart, dude. I love it so much, dude. I really do. Not bad this week, not bad at all. All right, let's head out. I gotta admit, guys, I always love coming into this Walmart, man. I mean, yes, they have all of the really great variety. Yeah, they have all the really great variety, but on top of that, I just love looking at those weird and odd B-movie releases, man. Sometimes they crack me up. They really do. The artwork and the synopsis, and I'm like, boy, those are just gems waiting to be discovered for sure, man. Or maybe not so much gems, but yeah, man, I'm definitely seeing a lot of people come around sort of the physical media section and looking at the movies and picking stuff up. I guess when you're stuck inside or going to be stuck inside for quite a while, you want to find some good entertainment, and maybe some of those B movies might just be the entertainment to check out. Or maybe you've wasted $10 of your money, but yeah, you know, either or, you're gonna get some enjoyment out of it. I mean, come on. But yes, not bad here. Glad I came in to check this out, and I avoided getting caught yet again. They don't really like me filming in here for some reason. They really don't. Trust me, guys, they don't. Believe it, they really do not want me filming in here. So I try to kind of sneak in and then sneak out. So glad I did it. Glad I got to check out some good stuff, guys. Not bad. Now we can go to the third and final location. All right, everybody. Now we're at the third and final location, the Beast Best Buy. Before we go in, I wanted to talk about a movie trailer with you guys. Right now, I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of movie trailers coming out due to the whole coronavirus thing, but from time to time we will see some trailers, and this one came out recently, an animated trailer for Soul by Pixar. Now, I don't know if this thing has gotten a lot of like buzz about it or anything. I haven't heard much about it, but I definitely was intrigued to check out the trailer, and it looks really interesting to me. It's basically about this guy who teaches music, and he's very enthusiastic. and he's having a really great day, and then he just up and dies. And then what ends up happening is that, his soul is going to heaven. He doesn't want to die. It's not his time. He doesn't want to. So he is trying everything he possibly can to get back to Earth, to get back to the real world. And he goes through different phases of the afterlife, sort of meeting people who are going to Earth, different souls that are, people who are going to heaven, the whole sort of interesting afterlife world. And it kind of reminded me, the trailer, just a little bit, it reminded me of a movie that came out years and years and years ago with Albert Brooks called Defending Your Life. It's not an animated movie. It's more like a dark comedy of some guy who dies, and basically what ends up happening is that, he's got to defend everything he did in the world, and in order to kind of move on to the next phase of the afterlife, kind of like that. If not, he ends up actually going to, like, back to Earth and everything. It's got an interesting sort of flavor of comedy to it, and it kind of reminded me of that, just about an older guy, sort of in his midlife that's not ready to go yet. He doesn't want to die. And it looks really interesting. It looks really fascinating. I like sort of, a movie that can sort of deal with the questions of afterlife, but yet make it sort of fun for kids, that kids can kind of get a good message out of it. It seems like something that would be really interesting. On top of that, it's really nice to see some person who is African American in a leading role in an animated movie. If you really think about it, there's not many animated movies that really have somebody in the lead, who's in an animated movie that is African American. You don't really see that. You see side characters, like in The Incredibles, and yeah, they've had some in the past, like Bebe's Kids and other ones, but they're very rare, that I found, very rare. So it's kind of nice to see that, maybe getting more spotlight for the African American community, getting more exposure in that way, especially for animated movies. I think that's a really important thing. But overall, I just think the story looks really interesting to me, and it looks fun, and it looks like it's informative, and it sort of, I guess, teaches kids about that. About, hey, there is an afterlife in this world, and there is, your parents or your grandparents, people that you love, they may not always be around. They go into this sort of life after this. And it's kind of nice to kind of teach that to kids a little bit. I think it is. I think it's kind of neat to do it. It looks like a fun movie. The animation looks cool. It's got some good comedy in there. Yeah, I'm down for it. I think it kind of looks cool. I'm not the biggest fan of animated movies, but this one looks like something I would definitely be interested in, man. Definitely let me know what you think of Soul. In the meantime, let's head into Best Buy and see what the Beast has in store for us this week. All right, everybody, we are in at Best Buy with this display for Jumanji, the next level right here. Very nice. And the first thing I'm seeing is they have the DVD digital of Jumanji the Next Level for $19.99, the Blu-ray DVD and digital for $22.99, and the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $27.99. Now, I'm not seeing any exclusive here. I'm not seeing a Steelbook or anything like that, so I'm assuming they do have one. They just don't have it at this display. But now, kind of spoilers for Jumanji the Next Level a little bit. Now, at the end of this movie, they kind of tease another movie in the series. There's a little bit of a tease to the next film where the characters, or the Jumanji sort of animals and everything, are now out of the Jumanji game and into the real world. So most likely there will be another Jumanji film. You are going to see probably the Jumanji characters that you've seen in these last couple of movies go into the real world, and sort of how the teenagers will interact with sort of the video game avatars and their real personalities. So it's kind of very interesting in that way. Now, we're gonna get it. It's a foregone conclusion, guys. I mean, this movie made a lot of money at the box office. It did very well. People really enjoyed it. And we're going to get another one in this sort of Jumanji now will be a quadrilogy for some weird reason. You know, I think the problem that I honestly have, guys, truth be told, is that I think the more Jumanji movies we do, the less special they're becoming. You know, that Robin Williams one really is still very special when I watch it. It came out at a time, at least for me when I was a kid, that I really thought it was really imaginative and fun, and it still remains that day to this day. And I think with Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, I think there was something, it was so unknown. You're like, why are they redoing this property? What's going on here? Is it gonna work? Are they gonna actually kind of make this work? And I think to a certain extent, I think they did. I think people really came away from that movie really feeling like, oh my God, they pulled this off. It's really funny. It's really smart. It takes the Jumanji world and really spins it into a fun, unique, modern day approach. And I think people really responded to that. And I think the problem with the next level to me is it feels like more of the same. That is not really bringing much new to the table other than, hey, it's a sequel to Welcome to the Jungle, and we're just continuing these characters. It doesn't bring anything new. It brings like the same old stuff. You know, okay, you had, you know, the rhinos or the stomping rhinos or whatnot in Welcome to the Jungle. Here you have, you know, a horde of baboons. You know, they were sort of used to body swapping and everything from the last film. Well, now we're going to do more body swapping and doing more, you know, video game avatar stuff. And even the villain in the next level is really just a lame imitation of the last villain as well. What I would really like to see with Jumanji, when they did it with Welcome to the Jungle, I thought what was really fascinating is, why don't we do a Jumanji one every, I don't know, like every 10 or 20 years. Let's do a different one every 10 or 20 years. And with new technologies and new ways of gaming and everything, sort of bring that new and different approach to another Jumanji film. I thought that would be really clever and really interesting. That would be really cool. Obviously, we didn't get that, but I thought it would be a clever approach, just like what they did with Welcome to the Jungle. Like I said, I enjoy the Jumanji films. I think this is really good, but I just didn't find this as entertaining, unfortunately for me, as Welcome to the Jungle. And again, different expectations. I still think everyone does a great job here. The chemistry is off the charts. Jack Black, Rock, Kevin Hart, everybody, Karen Gillan, they all do a really great job. Awkwafina is here as well. Danny Glover and Danny DeVito have great chemistry as well. There's a lot going for this movie. I just don't think it quite gelled the way Welcome to the Jungle did. That's just my honest opinion, guys. Definitely let me know what you think of an upcoming Jumanji film that we're probably going to get a couple years from now. On top of that, what do you think of the approach of maybe doing one every 10 or 20 years when new technology from gaming really comes into focus? You know, with the first Jumanji film, you had board games. With the second one, you had obviously the video game angle. And I thought that was really cool. And I would just like to see that updated every 10 or 20 years. I mean, that's just my opinion. Definitely let me know what you think. We've got body swapping, stepping into character, back together, reuniting the cast, level up, making Jumanji the next level, and some Blu-ray exclusive gag reel, Restart Wants to Jingle select scene and visual effect breakdown and more. Not bad special features, not bad at all, man. Interesting. Well, like I said, man, it's a decent movie, and if you like Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, then I think you're gonna have a pretty good time with the next level, but I just think the last film is just a little bit better. Just my honest opinion, guys. Definitely let me know what you think, man. And not bad display here, not bad. All smaller display compared to the other ones, but, you know, still very effective. All right, not bad at all. Let's see what else Best Buy's got. All right, guys, we're over in the new release section over here, and they actually do have a Jumanji exclusive right here. A Best Buy exclusive Steelbook 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $32.99. Look at that. That's nice, man. So it's definitely them sort of on the ropes, swinging, all the craziness, and you can just kind of see the baboons and everything sort of underneath them, trying to come at them and attack them. Actually really cool Steelbook, man. I really like this one. Not bad, man. Really cool design, dude. Very different from this artwork right here, and very different from this. So you get sort of some unique artwork depending on what you get, whether it's the Steelbook, whether it's the Blu-ray DVD digital, or whether it's the 4K. Not bad. Which one is actually your favorite? I don't know. You know what, I like this one quite a bit, but I'm really partial to this one. I like this one. I don't know why, man. I like sort of the baboons right there, and sort of the look of Kevin Hart, like, oh my god. I like that, dude. I don't know, I just like that a little bit better, man. But this is a really great Steelbook, though. Not bad, man. That's actually really cool. They also over here, oh god, do I really have to talk about it again? Oh, shit. The Blu-ray DVD digital of the Black Christmas remake for $22.99. Okay, so look. This is a really bad horror remake, okay? Let's not split hairs here. It's really bad. It's not good. Okay, I'm not trying to, like, sugarcoat this at all for you guys. It's just not worth it. But I'm kind of curious on the whole, like, horror remake train, not the good ones, but what are some of the worst horror remakes? Okay, I'm very curious of what you guys think. As far as I'm concerned, well, boy, there's a shit ton of them, isn't there? Oh, man. God, the ones that come to mind, the Stepfather remake, it's really bad. The Cabin Fever remake, which the Cabin Fever remake is a lot like sort of the Psycho remake, in that it's technically the same movie, but just with different actors in it. It's the same sort of dialogue, it's the same everything, except just different actors and a little bit more up to date. That's it. Kind of useless. Some people defend the Halloween remake. I can't. I'm not a fan of that one. The Friday the 13th remake is not downright terrible, but it's not good either. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake, oh man, that's pure dog shit, dude. I can't defend that crap to save my life, dude. The Amityville horror one with Ryan Reynolds, yeah, that's kind of, the Wicker Man remake with Nicolas Cage. The only thing that came out of that, which was like pure gold, was the whole like, the bees, oh no, the bees. You know, that whole comedy shtick. You know, the One Missed Call remake is just okay. It's not really great. I mean, there's so many, dude. I mean, the problem with horror remakes is that there's far more crap out there than there's actually good. And I just don't see the purpose of remaking stuff anymore. We went through that whole phase of all of the remakes and all of that stuff that happened. And I think after a certain while, audiences were like, no, enough. I'm not going to do this, man. And I think they started to stop them. And then Blumhouse came in and said, whoa, hold my Corona. We're in for a wild ride. And I'm like, oh, shit, man. You know, thankfully this movie bombed at the box office, so hopefully people realize that they don't want the remakes anymore. Give us something new and interesting. You know, I don't mind a slasher movie where a maniac is killing the women in a sorority. I'm cool with it. You know, but make it unique and interesting. There is some unique and interesting aspects to this movie, but why call it Black Christmas? Why do it? What's the point? Other than the name cachet, what's the point? There's no point to it, dude. I mean, that's just my opinion. There's no point to this whatsoever. I mean, at this point, I just roll my eyes when I see a remake, dude. I really honestly roll my eyes. You give me something original at this point. There's so much wonderful original horror movies that are out there. A lot of great indie horror stuff that's worth exploring. Let's not focus on the crap horror remake garbage. Let's focus on some stuff that's better. You know, let's do better as a horror film fan community. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, dude. I mean, let me know what you think of the whole, like, worst horror remake stuff. Let me know what you think of, like, do you think they should just stop this now overall? Do you think that there's some that are still worth exploring? I mean, I heard that they're probably going to do a Gremlins remake. I've heard rumors of other things that are coming down the pike, perhaps another Nightmare on Elm Street remake. They've talked about possibly redoing Texas Chainsaw again, and I really just want this whole horror remake nightmare to end. And I just have a feeling that I'm going to be here 10 years from now talking about yet another goddamn horror remake that I just did not want to see, dude. It's a goddamn shame, man. And I like Blumhouse too, so that's a real goddamn shame, dude. And I like them. I think they've done some really innovative horror films. So to see them doing something like this really feels like going back to a really shallow well that they really didn't have to do, dude. Just my thoughts, man. You've got alternate ending, the remaking of a cult classic. Yeah, this ain't a good one, so yeah, forget that shit. Deleted and extended scenes, welcome to Mu Kappa Epsilon, feature commentary, and more. God, there's a commentary here? And so some of the good horror movies don't even have commentaries. Fuck that. And for $22.99, guys, look, I'm telling you right now, dude, I would not pay $22.99 for this movie. Not a goddamn way. I would wait till Black Friday to get this. It's going to go down a lot lower. Not only is it going to go down a lot lower, but really this thing to me has got to go down to like $5 for me to even consider it being worth it for you guys to buy, dude. There's so many great horror movies out there on physical media that hasn't been explored yet. Do not waste your money on this. That is my guarantee to you. Do not waste your money on it. If you like it, fair enough, but stick with the late 70s version. So much better. Even the 2006 one. God, dude. Is it the worst horror remake ever? No. Not by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a really lame horror remake. It's just basically what it is. The lame horror remake turd that needs to be flushed down the toilet. Every single copy. Flushed down the goddamn toilet. It's my opinion, guys. Then over here I'm seeing, oh look, they have exclusive limited edition Best Buy Steelbooks for the first 4 Daniel Craig James Bond movies. They have Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre for $24.99. And I feel so goddamn bad for Best Buy, dude. I really do. This is the worst time for these to be coming out on Steelbook for Best Buy. Honestly, dude. It is so bad, man. The movie got pushed to November. I don't even know if November is going to be a date that it's going to stay. I have no idea, dude. But you have to understand something about Steelbooks, from what I've learned, is that a lot of these companies, they need to know ahead of time when these are going to come out, when the next movie is going to happen. They need a commitment from the studios and everything like that, because a lot of these Steelbooks, they're made ahead of time. Decisions on the artwork and everything are made way ahead of time, because I've seen certain movies that have literally come out, and then the next day or that same day when they hit the movie theaters, there's already the Steelbook that's already announced. So a lot of these companies really depend on the movie studios of like, okay, the commitment of the next movie is coming out at this time. You want us to put out the Steelbook now to promote the next movie, and and there's so much timing that goes into this. And now with all of this whole thing with No Time to Die now being pushed back, that is all changed, dude. That's all changed drastically now. And so now Best Buy is just left holding the bag on these Steelbooks, and I just feel so bad, dude. I mean, $24.99 is not a bad price for these 4K Blu-ray Steelbooks. I think it's a pretty decent price, but again, man, like, you know, you're trying to promote No Time to Die, and, you know, they just pushed it back. I understand why they pushed it back, but it sucks for Best Buy, dude. It really honestly does. It really sucks in a big bad way, man, unfortunately. But, you know, goddamn coronavirus basically screwed everything up. But yeah, so if you have not picked up any of the Daniel Craig Bond films, these are some pretty cool and interesting Steelbooks, but bad timing, man. Bad timing indeed. Oof, that sucks, man. Not bad selections so far. Let's see what else they got. Ooh, and then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Superman Red Son for $17.99, the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $24.99, and of course, we have a Best Buy exclusive 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital for $29.99, and this includes a Soviet Superman little figurine there. Nice, not bad. Look at that. Really cool, dude. That's awesome. Very nice, man. Very cool. Like I said, you know, Target does a lot of those Steelbooks for the DC animated ones. Well, Best Buy always does those little figurines. So that is really, really cool, man. Definitely, if you're a big fan of these DC animated ones, definitely want to check out the figurines. That's very cool, man. So they definitely have that. Nice. Not bad. Not bad to see that exclusive for sure, guys. So we got that. Now, like I said, I really loved the sort of different take on Superman. I thought that was so clever, so genius. And I just love those different sort of Elseworld stories. You know, when I was getting out of being into the Superman comics, they were just starting that whole thing with Superman with the electricity Superman, sort of like he was all electricity. They were doing that, and I wasn't so much into that, but I liked the concept of them doing something unique and interesting, something different that you hadn't seen before. And even when I saw the movie Brightburn, I thought Brightburn was so interesting to me because it just was like, wow, sort of that great what if Elseworld thing of like, what if Superman grew up and he was evil? Like, it just has that cool sort of dynamic to it, and I always love that, dude. And I wish we would get more of that stuff. I would love to see sort of an alternate version of Batman, or an alternate version of Wonder Woman, or a Green Lantern. And they kind of did some of that stuff in Red Son. They kind of did some of that stuff with Green Lantern, and some of that stuff with Wonder Woman as well. Some really unique and interesting things. Like I said, I don't read much of the comic books anymore, so I kind of rely on you guys to sort of tell me what's going on in the world of comic books. But I really want to see more alternate reality stuff. I really do, dude. I think it would be really clever, dude. I mean, I didn't know whether this movie was going to work or not. I thought to myself, I said, okay, well, maybe it's kind of a weird premise, Superman in Russia, but the way they pulled it off was so really fascinating and really cool, and it was a really great concept that they mined for all of its potential, man. I really love this one quite a bit, dude. Honestly, this is high on my list of one that I just thought was really genius, and one you guys got to check out, man. Honestly, I mean, I almost kind of want to see them do a live-action movie of this with, like, Henry Cavill, like an alternate reality one where he's in, like, Soviet Russia. That would be so cool, dude. I think that would be great, man. doubt they'll ever do it, but it's kind of like the whole thing with like Batman Beyond or stuff like that, doing really cool and interesting things with these DC characters, because, you know, to be honest, you've seen the same old stuff so many times. They've done the same old thing. It's nice to see them sort of switch it up every now and again. And this really did, in a really fun way, man. I really enjoyed this one. God, it did. You have Cold Red War, 2 episodes from Superman Red Son, the motion comics. A sneak peek at DC Universe's next animated movie, which is Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. I'm definitely going to have to check that one out when it comes out. From the DC Vault, 2 bonus cartoons, and more. And the Phantom Stranger DC Showcase short. Interesting. Some nice special features here. I know, like I said, you guys tell me constantly how much you love the DC animated stuff. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm really getting into it too. All the stuff I've seen so far, I've really loved. So, bring on the next one, dude. I can't wait, man. Really cool. They also have the Blu-ray digital of Richard Jewell for $19.99. And let's talk about Clint Eastwood. Yeah, Clint Eastwood. That old boomer. Dude, Clint Eastwood, man. God bless him, dude. He's still working to this day, man. This guy is an absolute workhorse. He literally does not stop, dude. And I think he's what, like, I don't know how old he is. He's got to be in his late 80s or 90s or something. He's got to be around there, dude. The guy that still goes out and directs a movie, for Christ's sake, dude. And he has actually been a director for a long time, way longer than I think some people think. Like, the first movie he ever directed was Play Misty for Me, which I believe was in 1971, or around there it was. And that's a great underrated movie. If you guys have never watched Play Misty for Me, definitely do it. It's a very interesting thriller that doesn't get much love. Definitely give that one a chance. He's directed so much things, whether it's The Rookie or Pale Rider, Unforgiven, Invictus, so many, Gran Torino. I mean, he's done so many really great, wonderful movies, dude. As a director, $1 Million Baby. I mean, so much great stuff, dude. He's been a really fantastic director. Yeah, there's been some clunkers every once in a while that he's done. You know, I wasn't the greatest fan of J. Edgar. J. Edgar was okay. Jersey Boys, not terrible, but not great either. He's done some clunkers every now and again, but he's a solid director, honestly. Really, really great, dude. And I think a lot of people really still respect the fact that Clint Eastwood is going out and doing this, because how many directors at that age is still making movies, dude? He's still out there, you know, being an actor, being a director. Give the guy a lot of credit, dude, because if I was his age, I would be like in a retirement home and somebody feeding me like applesauce. Like, he's out there and he's actually doing work, man. And that's a lot of stuff with these boomers, man. They just are workaholics, dude. They never fucking retire, dude. I mean, my mother, God bless her heart, is turning 70 this year. She's still working, dude. I'm like, Ma, retire for Christ's sake. She's still working. So God bless her heart. God bless Clint Eastwood for still working. And I hope to see more stuff from him, dude. Why the hell not? And give Richard Jewell a chance, dude. This movie is so fantastic and so amazing. And it really does highlight just how much an innocent man can be taken advantage of, and the story can be turned around in a heartbeat with the way the media is and the government is. It's a really, really very engaging movie, dude, and one definitely worth watching. So definitely give it a look, man. You got here The Real Story of Richard Jewell, The Making of Richard Jewell, and there's a conversation with Clint, Sam Rockwell, Kathy Bates, John Hamm, Olivia Wilde, and more. Not bad special features, definitely a little bit light on them, but definitely a movie worth checking out, at least renting, dude, because it's a great, true story that just, you know, I mean, I knew the injustices of people anyways, but seeing his story really opened my eyes in a bad way, dude. And yeah, it was a story definitely worth telling, so I'm glad Clint did, dude, by far, man. Not bad at all. Let's see if they got anything else. Alright everybody, we are over in this section of Best Buy, and the only really new thing I'm seeing that we did see over at the second Walmart is the Blu-ray digital of Intrigo, Death of an Author for $14.99. Still looks really interesting actually, but man, like, I love Ben Kingsley, dude, but he's been doing, just like I said, a lot of these straight to DVD Blu-ray movies, man. I mean, and he's a great actor. And I think what happens, dude, and I really do believe it, even though, you look at Clint Eastwood, and Clint Eastwood is still doing high-profile movies and everything, but he's directing a lot of his stuff, dude. That's what he's doing. He's directing a lot of his stuff so that, he puts himself in those movies, and those movies make enough money where people want to continue seeing him as a director and everything. But when you're an older actor, man, Hollywood really kind of throws you to the wolves. They really do, man. I mean, you used to see Ben Kingsley doing so many big high-profile movies and Oscar-worthy stuff. And now he's sort of relegated to the straight to Blu-ray DVD life, man. And I'm not saying that's bad, because there's some really good movies out there that are straight to Blu-ray and DVD. But I'm like, fuck, man. I hate to see later on in life when people like Matt Damon or Ben Affleck or some of these other people who are now big in Hollywood, they're gonna go the way of the dinosaur like Ben Kingsley, and they're gonna go for the more younger and hipper crowd. And I just hate seeing that, dude. I hate seeing people like fucking Ben Kingsley getting sort of kicked to the curb like this, dude. He's still a great actor, man. I mean, yeah, some roles are better than others, but I mean, to see him being lumped in the straight to DVD and Blu-ray world like Steven Seagal, I mean, come on, man. I mean, those two guys are vastly different. To sort of put him in this world along with fucking people like Steven Seagal, that's a little much, dude. I mean, not saying this isn't a good movie. It looks actually really cool. I like the cover to it, but I'm just wondering why Hollywood sort of throws these older people away sometimes, man. And then when you see them in a big Hollywood movie again, they're like, "Oh, hey, yeah, Ben Kingsley, or Angela Lansbury, or Dick Van Dyke. Oh, wow, I can't believe they're still alive." And I'm like, duh. Like, I mean, come on, man. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think about that. I just look at this, and that's what I have my thought on, man. Then you do have a portrait of Hakan Nessar, the making of Intrigo, and trailer gallery. Not bad. It probably looks like a really cool, like interesting, like sort of sexual style thriller. Kind of curious though. I mean, it's from the director who did The Girl Who Played with Fire and The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, two really good movies that I really like, and it's Ben Kingsley. So why didn't this get more of a high profile release? I don't know. Kind of curious though. Not much else really over here. Not much indie stuff, unfortunately. Most of the indie stuff we saw over at the second Walmart. Some interesting stuff. Obviously, they have all the new release stuff, the Jumanji stuff, the Red Suns, and interesting stuff here. But yeah, some of the same stuff here. Nothing really crazy new. Oh, I will say this much though. I want to talk to you guys. So Olga Kurylenko, right? Olga Kurylenko just tested positive like a day or two ago for the coronavirus, and I just am so fucking shocked, man. People are like testing positive for the coronavirus. Idris Elba tested positive for the coronavirus. Fucking Tom Hanks, man. Like, I'm like, shit, everybody is getting the coronavirus. Fuck, I probably got the coronavirus. I'm hanging out in these fucking stores, with these fucking sick people coughing all over me. I probably got the fucking shit. I mean, damn, man. That sucks, dude. And it's like now fashionable to get the coronavirus, apparently. Everybody's getting it. Shit. But I just wanted to kind of say, dude, that really sucks, man. Some of some of the really cool like actors and actresses are getting the coronavirus, man, and I just really hope that they really survive this, especially people like Tom Hanks, man. But I guess I got like 14 days or something to go home and chill out, man. I gotta admit, man, this whole coronavirus stuff, I gotta admit, it's been fun seeing all the memes and everything because the memes are fucking classic, dude. I mean, people are just home bored and they're just creating memes, and it's the funniest shit of all time, dude. But yeah, that was a real shame. I heard about Olga Kurylenko and all these other actors, man. It's a real goddamn shame, but yeah, that happens. And also, the other thing I'm seeing here is that they do still have those two Steelbook copies of Slumber Party Massacre, man. I'm kind of surprised that they still have them. I mean, for $19.99, that's a really good price, man. I would kind of buy it, and I'm kind of considering buying it, but I'm not. See, I'm not a huge Steelbook guy, just a little bit, but not a huge one, man. But this is a really cool one. That's not bad. And also, actually, I'm actually still waiting for this Farscape set to go down in price. It's $64.99 right now. I really want to buy it, guys, but I want to wait till it goes down to around like $40. And I know that's like, dude, you're like being unrealistic, but I'm really hoping like maybe within a month or two, like there's gonna be a fire sale of like all these Blu-rays and DVDs because no one's coming in, and so everyone's like sale, and they'll kind of just like lower the price down big in a big bad way. They can take advantage of it. So, well, let's hope, man. I don't know, some interesting stuff, but some really interesting titles overall this week. A lot of really cool stuff amidst the craziness of the coronavirus. All right, not bad. Let's head out. Actually, it's really not half bad here at Best Buy. We saw a few exclusives. They have all the new releases. Not bad this week, man. A part of me thought when I started doing the video this week, I was like, oh, dude, like, with this whole coronavirus craziness right now, I thought, oh man, we're not going to see any new releases out. They've stopped the trucks. We're not going to see any of the physical media out this week. And thankfully, that was not the case, man. I almost thought that was probably going to be the thing that was going to happen, but thankfully, that did not end up happening. Thank the Lord, dude. So, I mean, all the stores do have some decent stock in this week. I'm just not really seeing a lot of people coming here to Best Buy, dude. Like, this place is empty. This place is like a dead zone, dude. Like, pretty much most places are a dead zone at this point. But if you can get out and some of these new titles definitely intrigue you, then definitely go out and give those a look by far, guys. Because, it's some cool titles to definitely give a chance to do. So definitely do that, but not bad over here at Best Buy at all. And I am noticing one other thing, guys. One other interesting thing. So they have this sort of A Quiet Place banner. And at the bottom of it, it says, go see A Quiet Place Part 2 in theaters March 20th. Yeah, now that's not happening either. Like a lot of movies are delaying. Yeah. This is gonna just be a lot of craziness and a lot of unpredictability, but at least the stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Target, at least are still carrying some good stock in. So if you want to check out the movies, definitely do it. It's good to get out of the house every once in a while and do a little hunting. It might actually just keep your sanity. All right, well, not too bad here. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's head home and finish the video. All right, everybody. That'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And there was a lot of really great stuff hitting the stores, guys. A lot of really unique indie titles, big name releases. Even though this pandemic is happening right now, it's nice to see that the stores are still putting out a lot of really great titles and exclusives. And so definitely go out and support the stores, man. If you can get out, definitely go and do a little bit of movie hunting. Trust me, it's better than just going stir crazy, man. That's by far, dude. So yes, definitely go check out some of those titles for sure, man. And I hope you picked up something good this week. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, I actually got 2 things in the mail. The first, I actually got a package from Dark Force Entertainment. Okay, guys, so I don't really order from Dark Force all that much. There are some titles that I am interested in from time to time from them, but this is actually not a Dark Force title. This is actually a title from Scorpion Releasing. It was on their site, and then it sold out. And then I asked the guy who runs Dark Force, Demon, I asked him, hey, will you be putting up more copies of this title? And he's like, yeah, it's a good possibility. Check back in a day or two. And so I did. And this is one I've never heard of, but when I saw it, I was like, I've got to check this thing out. It stars Vincent Price, and it's kind of a cool horror anthology movie that I'm surprised I've never heard of, man. Usually I know a lot of these cool like horror anthologies, but this is one that definitely flew past me. I've never heard of it before. It seems like it's kind of a cool little campy type of title, so I'm definitely interested to check this one out. So I decided to take a gamble on it, but I have a feeling that this is one that I'm definitely going to enjoy. On top of that, on eBay, this is going for a little bit of money. So I got it for a good price over at Dark Force. So I decided, instead of paying the eBay prices, I'm going to take a chance on this. So I got it, man. So definitely looking forward to this one. I also got a package in the mail from Royal Mail. Yes, the UK, guys. I got a package in the mail from the UK. And this is one that I pre-ordered a while back. It's really one of those really great old school like thrillers that I don't think many people really talk about. It stars Anthony Hopkins, and it's had previous other releases, but this release comes from Second Sight Films in the UK, and I absolutely really love Second Sight Films, dude. I think they are a great, great UK company doing a lot of really cool releases, and I really trust them. I think their picture qualities are really top notch. I think they're absolutely amazing, and so I gave this one a chance. I haven't seen it in such a long time, but I remember really loving it. And it's one of those that when you talk about Anthony Hopkins, nobody really talks about this title, and it's just one of those ones that's always kind of flew under the radar a little bit. But I'm finally glad to have it in the collection. So yeah, another UK title to add to the collection. Thank God I have a region-free player. So yeah, so I picked up that. So I got the two titles this week, guys, but a whole lot of really great stuff has been coming out. So definitely go online or check out the store. Some really great stuff, man. And before I let you guys go, I did say I was going to talk about the whole pandemic, coronavirus stuff that's going on as of late, and how it relates to the movie industry and the physical media stuff. And if you've been paying attention, guys, a lot of stuff has been happening, man. Movies are being delayed like crazy. No Time to Die, of course, we know that got delayed. You have A Quiet Place Part 2, that's moved indefinitely. Mulan has moved indefinitely. You have a lot of these indie, movies that were coming out. Those are getting delayed indefinitely. New Mutants is getting delayed indefinitely. Black Widow now got announced. That's getting delayed indefinitely. On top of a lot of other ones that are getting delayed as well. Man, we had a lot of things planned for A Quiet Place Part 2. I was going to see that with Bob. Mulan, I was going to see with Nick. New Mutants with John. We were planning on No Time to Die. There was a lot of things we were planning on seeing. Now that's all gets crushed. On top of that, all the movie theaters now are completely and utterly closed. AMC, Regal, all of these places, they're all now closed. And they're going to be closed for God knows how long. Could be 3 months. AMC announced it could be 3 months that they're closed. You're going to see a lot more movies that are going to be delayed. A lot more of these just movies just getting crushed by this coronavirus, man. And when I went to the movie theaters with my friend recently, we talked about how we did not want this virus to define us. We still wanted to go to the movie theater. We still wanted to support the movie industry and everything. And I stuck by that until, of course, the theaters ended up closing for good. What does that mean for the channel? Well, to be honest with you guys, I'm still going to try to do these out and abouts for you guys as long as I possibly can. As long as the stores are open, I'm going to try to do them. There is still some movie reviews that I have not put up on the channel, so those will be going up soon as well, on top of, Blu-ray pickup videos that I've still yet to do as well. And who knows, with all this time away, I could be doing a Blu-ray collection video. I know a lot of you guys have really talked about me wanting to do a collection video. That could be coming down the pike as well. So, there's things I can do. This is a really crushing blow, though. I'm not gonna lie, man. It really is. Hopefully, I can even do some movie hunting videos depending on if these stores are gonna stay open. Depends on how this economy is gonna turn out, man, because there's so much unpredictability right now. There really honestly is, guys. It's massive how much unpredictability there is in the market right now, dude. On top of that, if you really think about it, physical media is going to be affected within 7, 8, 9 months from now. And what I mean by that is that there's always been a healthy amount of turnover. New movies come out in the theaters, and the movies that were out 3, 4 months later, they get a Blu-ray, DVD, 4K release. Now, with all of these movies delaying, and now no release dates in sight, and nothing coming out in theaters now, when are we ever going to see a physical release? You don't know. Right now, within 7, 8, 9 months time, there might be a point where there's going to be no movies to show on and out and about. I mean, really, if you honestly think about it, the market is going to shrink considerably within that time frame. There's a lot to really consider, guys. There's a lot to really, put in your brain and say, wow, there's just so much that's going to affect the movie industry. Not only movies getting delayed, but physical releases down the line. Movie theaters. I feel for people losing their jobs. I feel for all of you people losing your jobs. I mean, I'm in an industry right now that is not going to close. So I'm going to have a steady, healthy paycheck continuing, but I feel sorry for everybody who won't have a paycheck. That is now just depending on this virus slowing down within the next 2-3 weeks in order for people to get back to work, and for us to actually try to have some sort of normality again. I mean, it really is just crazy what's going on, guys. But I do think we're gonna beat this. I do think we are gonna beat this. I do think we're gonna get through this. I think all of us are gonna hunker down, and we're gonna just do what we have to get through all of the craziness and nuttiness that we have, dude. I mean, I've got over 1,000 movies at my house. I'm cool, dude. I got movies up the ass. I got Netflix. I got Disney Plus. I'm not hurting, man. I got plenty of things to watch, dude. I got things from so many months to talk about. Yeah, February, March. I got shit to watch up the ass, dude. I got nothing to worry about, dude. Trust me. So I'm all good, man. But I feel sorry for a lot of people, man, who has to be stuck in, who has to deal with all of just the uncertainty that's really going on, man. But I truly do feel that we are going to get through it 110%. I really honestly do feel that, guys. It hurts now, but hopefully, by December of this year or beginning of 2021, we're all going to be laughing about this. Hopefully. I'm hoping we are, guys. I really do, man. But I just want to say that, the channel is going to slow down a little bit compared to where it was a while ago because of no new movies, but I'm going to do my best to still put up interesting content and do stuff for you guys. And we still may do some movie reviews. There's stuff on Disney Plus that I want to check out, and Netflix. So the reviews may still happen from time to time. There's gonna be some changes, adjustments, but we're all just gonna have to deal with it the best we possibly can, man. So, I support physical media 100%. I support movies 100%, and this is just a hiccup along the way. So, it sucks that we have to deal with such a volatile situation right now, but I'm confident that we're all going to get through this and things are going to stabilize eventually. Hell, my girlfriend didn't even want me to do the video this week. My girlfriend ended up like basically being like, "Hey, don't do the video this week. Don't go out to the stores and be around people. Stay home." And she's like, "Make the video here. Hell, blame me for it." And I'm like, I still want to go out and do this. I don't want to lose all of my life over this. But at the same time, I want to be able to stay home enough and just and not get anybody sick. So there's a yin and a yang to it, guys. But honestly, I think we're going to all be okay. We just got to tough this one out. But I really do believe everything's going to work itself out. I really do, man. Let me know what you think of all this craziness and nuttiness. I really want to know, guys. In the meantime, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other content that I have, the Blu-ray pickups, the Blu-ray out and about videos, the theatrical movie reviews, and so much more. If you're a lover of movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become a part of the Film Fan Nation. I have wonderful subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing and supportive, and I love you guys so much. You give me a ton of love, and I hope I give the love right back to you guys. So thank you beyond words. Thank you so much. And keep up to date through Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Film Fan 108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. Alright guys, I will see you back next week for a brand new out and about video with all the craziness that's going on. Stay tuned, and happy hunting.